Hey, Rob, congratulations on coming back for another year.
Thank you.
I just want to ask you, there were reports that Buffalo had an interest in you in bringing you back to your hometown. I was just curious to what extent that conversation was, whether you were involved at all, and how seriously you considered playing for any team other than the Bucs.
There was a little extent to that. I mean, I was a free agent, so as a free agent, you're allowed to talk to other teams. There's a couple other teams also. But just overall, I wanted to be back with the Buccaneers organization. Just the setup here is just unbelievable. Just the chemistry that, I built over the last season is just fantastic. So just overall, I wanted to come back to the Buccaneers. But, it's football. You never know how things are going to play out. So it was just good to listen to what else was out there. And there was something to an extent, but just overall, everything just fell into place right away, right on the first day. So I just didn't want to waste any time and just signed back with the Buccaneers right away on the first day of free agency and got it rolling because I knew I wanted to be here. I wanted to, come back on a 1-year deal because, like I said, I want to, just take 1 year at a time. I feel like that's just the way to do it now. That's where I am in my career. Just, don't set any expectations past a year and just give it up my all every single year. And, it's just great to be back here with the Bucs and everyone. It's just fantastic.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
We'll go over to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Rob. First of all, congratulations on the new deal. Glad to have you back here. You had said before how important it was for you in New England to live out your contract, to honor that. Do you, and you've also talked a lot about the pain that you've played through as well, would you have played as long as you did through as much pain as you did if you hadn't had that long contract in New England?
I don't know. That's a kind of a tough question because I signed that thing at like 22 years old. And when you sign something and when you're 22 years old, like you think like you can run through a wall, like no matter what for the rest of your life. You don't really understand like the obstacles that you're really going to face down the line when you're that young. But I would say that, the contract really didn't play a role at all either. There wasn't like any guarantee money or like anything like that. So I didn't have to play, but I would just say the contract didn't really have anything to do with it. I just wanted to play football.
And you had told us before the pain that you dealt with after your last Super Bowl and like how you barely could get out of bed, you barely could walk. Can you kind of just compare that to the way you were able to celebrate this one, right? You made it through an entire regular season and postseason.
Yes, definitely. And, it was just great, just overall. I remember that. I mean, I did take a big shot in that Super Bowl in my quad, so it was tough to walk for, a couple weeks after, for sure. But just this year, just playing all 20 games, all 16 regular season games, not missing a practice, not missing the game, not missing anything in the postseason was just, a great feeling. It was just something I wanted to prove to myself too, that I could do. Prove to myself that, the things I've learned and that I've taken in and that I've changed, that I can play a full season and I can play a full postseason, at a high level too. So it's just great overall, just, complete that mission. And now I feel like I can do it again too. And I feel like I can do it now with a year under my belt, a year under my belt doing it, a different way than I was doing it, early on. So I feel like I can just pick it up and keep improving now throughout this season also.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, we'll go to Joey Knight.
Rob, just kind of piggybacking off what Jenna just asked you, how does your body feel right now compared to previous marches? And is there any reluctance in saying you feel like you could go full bore again another whole season?
Yeah, I feel like I can play another full season right now if it started. So I feel really good. Everything that, I've changed, throughout my career, it's definitely paying off and it feels great. It feels great to see everything pay off. And I feel really good right now. I feel light, I feel flexible. I feel like, I can go out and just play some football and just go out and not be thinking and just play football and run routes and do what I got to do out there on the field. So I definitely feel like I'm ready to go and play another full season coming up this year, and just take it a year at a time like that.
All right, we'll go over to Mark Cook.
Hey, Rob, you mentioned a couple questions ago that you think that, you can be even better in 2021. When you look at this offense overall and you play with Tom Brady a long time, it's hard to even think about this offense being better, scoring over 30 points a game down the stretch. But how much better can this offense be? And how close was Tom Brady to being at top form by the end of the year? And how much farther can he go? I mean, as far as how much better can he be this upcoming season?
Oh, man. Well, first off, I definitely do think we can be better on the offensive side of the ball. You saw sometimes during the season at the beginning of the year, like we weren't really putting up points or we weren't really clicking together. I feel like with so many players coming back, another offseason under our belt, another training camp, a full season under our belt, that we can definitely continue where we left off. But that's going to be a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of practicing still. That's going to be everyone coming together and wanting to get better too. And I just don't see why that will be a problem. It definitely starts with myself too. And I'm willing to get better right away. So whenever we all do get back together and, just getting it all on the same page again and just picking it up where we left off, I'm definitely excited for that. And it's like, I was learning a whole new playbook also. So it's going to feel good just, go out there now during training camp and just do what I got to do instead of learning, just thinking in my head, oh man, did I do that? Did I get that audible right? Did I run that hot call right? Did I run the right route? Like when you're thinking like that, it's kind of hard to play your best football. So it's just great now that I'm going into training camp this year and can just, work on my skills and just go out there and not be thinking out on the field and just try to do what I do instead of thinking. Because when you're thinking, you're already losing. So it's going to feel good too to have a whole year under my belt with this system and playbook.
As excited as you are about the offense and how much better you can be, when you look across the other side of the ball and see the defense, how important and how excited are you to see these guys, Levante David and Shaq Barrett and some of these other guys being back again on the other side of the ball for you guys?
Yeah, it's so great that they're back. It's just a great feeling to see them back because I love competing versus them. And then I love seeing them on my team when the games, were going on because they're such great players. They're great guys and they work so well together too. And they all got high energy and that's what makes them great. They're all high energy players, always going around the ball and always making plays. So it's great to see all them back along with our offense. Basically everyone's back too. So if we just, keep on, getting better week in and week out, keep on improving week in and week out, sky's the limit, but you got to put all that work in still. And all the guys that were on the defensive side of the ball that are coming back that didn't have to resign that are back too. They're all such great guys and everyone just working hard every single day to get better. So I'm excited for it and I'm excited for another season like that.
Thank you.
We'll go to Andrew Cassee.
Hey, Rob, you mentioned a couple times how, you're excited to head into year two with the full year under your belt. How long would you say it took into year one for you to get back to feeling like yourself, both physically and with your familiarity with the new system and a new organization?
I would say about like halfway through the season, felt like I was very comfortable just throughout the whole entire process. I'm talking like knowing the plays, feeling good out there on the field. It just all came together. I would say about, halfway through and it just felt good too when everything just starts clicking like that. Like when I break the huddle and I don't even have to think about the play, I just go out there and do it. And so I'm definitely looking forward to this year of just going out there and just doing it, not thinking about the play, not thinking about, what I have and just knowing it in the back of my mind. So it's like second nature. So that's going to be, make the season just that much better, already knowing the playbook going into it.
All right, we're going to go over to Greg Allman.
Hey, Rob, obviously it's a tough thing to win a championship in the NFL under any circumstances, but to repeat as champs, you had two chances in New England to do that. What stands out to you about what makes it tougher when you are a defending champ and you're trying to do it again?
Oh, it is tough. It's just tough to win a playoff game. It's tough to win a regular season game in the NFL. You know, every team's got talent. Every team's got talent on the players' side, and every team's got talent on the coaching side too. But to go back to back as champs, I never done that before. I've came close to doing that, but you know, it takes a lot of resilience to do it. It takes a lot of determination. And it takes a whole team to do it too. It takes a whole entire effort, I would say. I never done it, but I'm just saying, you know, I've never been part of back-to-back champs, but I can just see that feel, and I've been almost a part of it, that it just takes everyone. It's not about one player. It takes everyone to rally up. It takes everyone to build off each other's energy and to keep each other going.
Thanks, Rob.
Time for a few more. We'll go to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Rob. I don't know how much throughout this process you've been in touch with some of your other teammates, including guys who haven't signed yet, like Lenny, AB. You know, they're still out there on the market, and Ndamukong Suh. How much have you been in touch with those guys? I know in the past Tom has kind of recruited some guys. I didn't know if you do that yourself.
Yes. No, I let all the recruiting for Tom to do. but yeah, I love those guys, and we've been in touch, you know, not before, like, you know, after the Super Bowl and everything, but I haven't been in touch with those guys since free agency have started. You know, everyone, you know, has their own families, you know, their own direction of where they want to go, but I'm just, you know, hoping for the best, you know, for everyone on the Super Bowl team, and it'll just be awesome if, you know, to see everyone back, but you know, I don't control the personnel or anything, so whatever happens, but it would be really cool just to see everyone back and do it again.
How hard is it to say no to that guy?
To what one? Say no
to Tom.
Oh, to say no to Tom.
Mm-hmm.
You got to say no to Tom every once in a while. You know, get him on his toes. Yeah. You know, it shakes him up, gives him a reality check. Yeah.
Thank you.
Gotta. No problem.
We'll close out with a question from JP Peterson.
Hey, Rob, as only you can do, can you kind of take us behind the scenes as to what the last month of celebrating has been like for you, and maybe some of your teammates, any special stories that maybe you could share?
I mean, the best part about, you know, winning the Super Bowl and the celebration is definitely the parade, hands down, you know, and the after the game too, like the after party, celebrating with all your teammates and just the emotions going on right there. Those are hands down, you know, the two best things, which, you know, they've been everywhere already for sure. And back in the day, I mean, when I was young 20s, I would extend that celebration probably for like a month or two. I won't even know what's going on in the world. But, you know, you live and learn. I'm in my 30s now. So, like, that was enough for me. You know, the boat parade, the party after the Super Bowl, those were fantastic. I mean, that was everywhere. You guys saw everything go down. You can't really beat that party. You know, you're going down the river on a boat. You got people all over the city of Tampa just screaming at you, just having a blast. So that is hands down the best celebration right there. And just, you know, throughout the last couple of weeks, just been, you know, just hanging out now, resting up a little bit. I love watching movies and staying active too. I love playing, you know, other sports like shooting basketball, playing cornhole, you know, playing some volleyball, go swimming. So kind of celebrating, just doing everything else right now. And then when football comes down the corner, down the line in the next, you know, month or two, start doing football things again. But staying active right now, just, you know, just to keep your cardio going and everything. But it wasn't anything too crazy. The boat parade was definitely enough. There was a lot of celebrating there, which, you know, I don't think you can beat that. It's really hard to beat that.
All right, that's all we have time for today. Thanks, Rob.
All right, guys, take care.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.